What's up, Recovery Warrior family? Jay Rizzo here, back with another one. Guess what happened in the house? My brother Adrian. What's up, H?
How?
Yeah.
Glad to be back.
Awesome.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a Monday. Got the day off, so just chilling. Got a lot of things to do on the next 4 days off, and I don't know. I just thought I'd kick it. I was sitting here and I was like, I'm gonna go see what Adrian's doing. He just lives down the street from me, a few TPs that way. So I was like, man, I'll go pick up Adrian and go kick it. So we're here, chilling. Just came to check in, see how you guys were doing. Let us know and drop a comment. But yeah. So how you doing today, Adrian?
I'm doing good. I woke up alive.
Yeah.
That's usually a good start.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my routine going, trying to move forward in the best way I know how. Grateful that my brother came to check on me.
Yeah.
I was walking into Bismarck and he just happened to see me. He just happened to see me on the road.
Yeah. Halfway to Biz?
Yeah.
Picked him up, brought him back. No. That's crazy. That's what you been up to, like recovery wise. Just chilling.
Just resting on my laurels.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Yeah. Taking our will back.
Yeah, just slowly taking my will back. Finding various people to co-sign my BS.
Oh,
you
know how we do it. No. Yeah, that's crazy.
I've been plugging away.
Good.
I really got to experience a lot of things. Like, I think I've aged in 1 year. I've grown more than I've grown in 39 years of life previous to this. I got a lot of what I asked for. They always say, be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
I got a lot of what I asked for.
Yeah.
I got answers to questions I probably thought I needed to know, but maybe I didn't need to.
Yeah. Wow.
But growth is the main thing. A good friend of mine recently told me, he's like, growth should be painful. Growth should be painful. If growth isn't painful, then you ain't doing it right.
Right.
So.
You know what's crazy? I sometimes tell people, like, they come at me with problems, especially at work or, in general. What would life be like if it was perfect? It would suck, And then I give them, they're like, what do you mean? I give them the example of, like, look at all these millionaires. Unfortunately, we had to lose some good, experienced, just artists. Like Chris Cornell, like Robin Williams, underlying just depression, It's like, for me, it's like I love these challenges. Sometimes they're overwhelming, sometimes I hate them, But it's like these challenges keep me on my toes. Kind of like a boxer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get punched in the nose, your eyes start watering, okay, That's sometimes how life goes for me, So it's just weird. It's like, I don't know if it's called an innuendo, but what would life be like if it was perfect, man? It would suck.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think, first of all, perfection is a misconception.
Yeah?
I don't think nothing's truly perfect.
Oh, hell no.
I think that everything has its flaws and its faults.
Yeah.
God doesn't draw in straight lines, and there's no perfect circles.
Yeah.
Anything worth learning is worth learning the hard way. That's just one of my personal credos,
Right.
A lesson you gotta suffer for is one you will remember,
Yeah.
That's something I've been carrying around. But yeah, I don't know what a perfect life would be like.
Right.
Contrary to common belief, I struggle every day. I come to realize, I didn't necessarily have a substance problem. I had an Adrian problem.
Yeah.
And in lack of my substances, I'm forced to deal with the true nature of my problem.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can get a little caught up in the cliches and the derivative one-liners and the program, so to speak.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is that there's an Adrian problem, and I have to deal with it realistically every morning.
Adrian.
Yeah.
You gotta deal with Adrian.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah. That rotten.
Yeah. I know, good dirty. Nah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's crazy, man. I grew up in Parshall, right? There's a Paul Brosty Rock Museum there. I don't know if it's still there, but Paul Brosty collected rocks basically, and he opened up a museum. It was awesome growing up there, because that museum was like the only thing Parshall had back in like the 80s, 90s, because that's when I grew up there. But I went in there because my buddy his mom used to be the curator, right? And in there, they have this big old granite sphere. I mean, it's probably like 8, 10 tons, you know what I mean? It's a perfect sphere. It's huge. It's like 5 feet tall. But he told me, people think it's a perfect sphere. It's not. And I remember this as a kid. And it's almost kind of like what you're saying, you know, like the world, everything ain't perfect. Like the line drawn from God, it's not perfect. Because he showed me at the bottom of that sphere, there's a little gouge in there. The guy couldn't get it perfect. Weird, huh? So every time I think of something, you know, oh, that's perfect. And it's like, no, it ain't. I bet you there's a flaw in it, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was kind of misleading. Like you said,
Yeah.
you had a rock museum. I was thinking like guitars and
yeah.
No. Like
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Paul Brosty Rock Museum.
I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty wicked.
Yeah. I want to go there.
Yeah. Oh.
No. Yeah, it's he has all kinds of rocks in there, man. Like he collected all over the world. It's pretty cool. There's even like a dark room. You go in there and you turn on this purple light, and all these like rocks glow. And I don't know if it's still there. If you guys are watching this, is the Rock Museum still in Parshall? I don't know. But yeah.
So that was kind of the only gig in town, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Growing up, that was the only thing back then before the oil boom hit and all that. You know, small town Parshall. You go to the Rock Museum hill and go sliding down it in the winter, you know, because there's a big hill right there. Yeah, it was crazy. The 80s in Parshall, man, it was old school. I go back to Parshall now, you know, they call it P-Town, and it's tiny.
Yeah.
In my memory, it's big. You know, all the streets are huge, the streets are long, but when I go back there today, as, you know, almost a 50-year-old, it's like, man, this town is small. But basically, that's where I grew up, you know, like that's where I found addiction. That's where I found my first love. That's where I found my first fight, my first ass kicking, you know. So Parshall means a lot to me, but it's just totally different now, which comes with age, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't grow up here in Fort Yates, or did you?
Well, I'm lucky enough, blessed enough to have been in Fort Yates most of my life.
Yeah.
I spent probably like close to 2 years actually living in Bismarck. I guess the only thing comparable to that rock museum, something that was always here, would probably have to be the Missouri Drifting back in the day.
What is that?
That was our staple. It's in the middle of town by White Buffalo. Oh, I guess our grocery store too, White Buffalo. Missouri Drifting, and for a long time Taco John's, but like we never had anything cool like a rock museum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's neat. But a lot of debauchery used to happen in front of the Missouri Drifting. There's this old burger joint.
Yeah.
They used to have this meal called 98 Champ, and they used to have this killer burger called the Bus Driver. It was like a triple patty burger.
Holy shit.
Artery clogging goodness at its finest, and the fries were seasoned salt, like to perfection. Like, man.
No, I'm hungry.
Yeah, you could write a song about it, bro. Wicked song.
Oh, speaking of songs, check it out. Look what I made, guys. Want to hear a song? No, I'm just kidding. That'll come
ready?
later. Yeah. Actually, I made this. I made it pretty cool, huh? It's Buffalo hide down here in Fort Yates. They offered a class. This was gifted from my buddy. But yeah, it's something I would never ever thought I'd get into. You know, I grew up lost, and I definitely didn't know native ways. So my wife enrolled me in a class out at the program. Shout out to Waju. Is that how you say it? Waju. It's out by Cannonball. They offered a drum making class, so I went and checked it out, and I didn't know what I was doing, man. But anyways, look at that guy. His name is Ron LeBeau. Shout out to Ron LeBeau. He helped me make this, and he started tying it because I didn't know how to tie the back. But I started tying it, and he's like, "Wow, look at that! You know, that's really neat. I haven't seen that before." And look, I made a cross.
Whoa.
See that cross? There's an actual cross in the middle. Crazy, huh? Like, I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but there's a cross right there, man.
And that was unintentional?
Unintentional. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just, okay, we'll tie these, and, you know, so they'll dry and they'll tighten the skin and whatnot. But after I looked at it, I'm like, man, that's a cross. You know, like, I don't know if that's holy or what, you know. But he told me to let it dry for 4 days before I attempt to hit on it because it'll stretch it and it won't sound right.
Wreck it.
Yeah, I'll wreck it. So I let it sit for 4 days, man. Within those 4 days, I didn't have a drumstick, and I asked my buddy if he has any drumsticks. And he's like, yeah, I got one for you. So I waited patiently for 4 days. Then he said, heat it up in the sun. My uncle told me that too. He said, heat it up in the sun before you play it. It'll sound better. Hey, I don't know what that means, but so I do. So I let it heat up, and then I hit it. I finally hit it. I don't know. So now, like when I drive to work and stuff like that, I listen to round dance songs. You know? Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I never ever thought I'd be into the native way stuff. Cause
where did you pull that out from? Was that there the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I carried it around with me.
Hey.
Yeah. Ron LeBeau, he said it. He was telling us a story about his first drum, and he's like, I got it right there. It was sitting on the floor. There was a drum, and there was a medium-sized drum. He's like, I got my first drum right there. It goes with me everywhere. Wow, that's cool. He's like, it's my coda. Whatever that meant, brother.
Coda.
Coda.
Coda is a pretty big word. A quick, easy explanation is just like friend or really good buddy.
Okay.
But it's a little deeper than that. Like with someone you'd ride into battle with.
Oh, really?
It's someone you love like a brother. Ooh. Yeah. But it's not actually your blood brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more connection, huh?
Yeah. A lot of words have heavy meanings. You know, like a lot of words don't translate directly into English. I've come to learn, and I've actually gotten a lot of healing out of learning a little bit more about the culture. You know, I'm not Chief Joe Sacred Pants, you know, float around on sage clouds, but you know, what little I do learn, like it helps me grow, you know, especially in the recovery ways. Yeah. I'm just like, yeah.
See, that's why I like kicking it with you, man, like, because you're down to earth, you're from here, you know, teach me a lot. So it's like, man, today I'm a day off, and what you got, Adrian? Do you need to ride, Adrian? He said, hell yeah. I'm already walking to Bismarck. I'm going to a meeting, he said.
Yeah.
Hey.
It made it sound good. I was halfway to the polar package. Yeah. No. No, it does feel good to be back.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to reach out and connect. You know, yeah. I feel like just human beings in general, we lack connection. You know, these days. You know, it feels good to be around other human beings. You know.
Hell yeah.
Maybe in a way, you know, I would like to challenge any human being out there watching, you know, go say hi to one of your bros today, or you know, go say hi to one of your sisters today, you know, get outside yourself, you know, say hello, have a conversation. Yeah.
That's all I need sometimes, huh? Just, hi, how you doing? Yeah. You know what's crazy? Like when I'm walking in Walmart and like, you know, I'm a big old tall native, darker than hell, and full blood, hey, walking with tattoos. I'm walking in a Walmart, and here comes, you know, the Caucasian. Is that the white term, Caucasian? A white dude, anyway. White lady come walk towards me, and they'll kind of move out of the way, like. Anyways, I kind of like get closer to him, and hi, how you doing today, ma'am? Oh. So yeah, they're like, hi, how you doing today, ma'am? And the look on their face is like, God damn, you know, like. I didn't expect that from this guy. Have a good day, man. You know, it's kind of, it makes me feel good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. It surprises them. Maybe the next interaction with a person of color will be better. You know, like, okay, they're not all mean. Yeah. You know, because I scowl. You know, I don't sit there and smile around and look around. I'm usually looking at the floor and making sure I don't trip because I have 2 artificial hips and I don't want to fall. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when I get closer to somebody, I'll look up and sometimes maybe I'll surprise them. Hey, how you doing today, ma'am? How you doing today, sir? Have a good day. Oh, okay. But, you know, it just makes me feel good. It's just like you were explaining, you know, let's reach out today. That's the challenge Adrian gave you guys, right? Reach out. say hi, ask how they're doing. That's awesome, man. Does that make you feel good, dude, when you do that?
Yeah, it's a lost art, talking and listening. Um, especially the latter part. For me personally, really listening. There's a difference between hearing someone and listening.
Yeah.
There's like a big difference. Like that old thing on remember White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah.
You can hear Jimmy.
Or you can.
Yeah.
Or you can listen to Jimmy.
Right. Yeah. So I think too, talking is the same way too.
Yeah.
Like I could talk all day long and really not be saying nothing. I could
Yeah.
really just be tooting my own horn.
Oh man.
But I think that's like a lot of good could come out of breaking out of our own cliches.
Yep.
I
You ever
really do.
nowadays, like since you have a little bit of time under your belt in recovery, do you ever like when you're in conversation with somebody and you know what to say, but it's just not coming out of your mouth? You know what I mean? Like you're I don't know how they consciously thinking of what to say and how to say it, but it's just not coming out right. And then because I do that often, and when I start feeling that way, I stop my conversation and I just shut the hell up. And I shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're at that point yet in your life, but I am.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I can relate to that. I think that's one of the beauty of hanging out with fellow people in recovery is that oftentimes we say things that might not make sense to people who aren't in recovery that do, kind of like a weird little unwritten language,
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely get that way, to a
Yeah.
certain extent,
Yeah.
in a certain way, I'm not trying to be terminally unique or anything.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's true, man. And then sometimes when I stop my conversation and the conversation's over, and I was like, man, I should have just said what I was thinking. Kind of kick myself in the back of the pants. Like, damn it. Oh well.
So, isn't it a bit dangerous to exist without a filter, though?
It is, huh?
Yeah.
Like I heard, I think it was Big Man was telling us a story about the Knights retreat down in Arizona, and one of the Knights down there said a question they asked in a group was, when God talks to you, does he talk to you in your voice? So I was like, damn, that's a crazy ass question.
Yeah. It is.
Oh.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as that goes, who says God even has to talk to us in
Right.
English, in an earthly language?
Yeah.
Like I get a lot out of silence and a lot out of meditation or just listening to nature.
Yeah.
And I think I've heard more of God in silence than I've heard in earthly voices.
Oh hell yeah. I believe that fully. I didn't realize that either. Just every day in recovery, every day, I'm learning. And one of the brothers said, I think it was Frank, shout out to Frank, when he was on the channel, he mentioned, he's like, creator is everything. Creator is all this, creators. And I was like, wow, I've never heard that until that day. So now when I talk to people in recovery, and a little bit of my spiel is creator, God is all around us. Because up to that point, creator was in my head. Creator was the blessings he gave me subliminally, just all that. But now it's like, dang, yeah, God is everywhere. Creator is everywhere. Creator is this light, creator is this couch we're sitting on because my back hurts,
Creator is the noise that hand drum makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy, man? I mean, you just got to believe it and open your damn eyes. Otherwise, we're blinded. It's an awesome life, man. But yeah, I don't know. Just living life today has its ups and downs. But like I said, I love those challenges. Heaven forbid we get some bad news. Hopefully we get through it, And heaven forbid, or heaven prays that we get some good news, on top of that, balance it out. Good news, bad news, good news, bad news. It's just a part of life.
Yeah. Balance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finding balance. The yin yang symbol. I want to kind of dive deep into that too, what that symbol means. I read about it, you know, the light and the dark, and in each segment there's a piece of it. It's like, geez, there's more to it than that too. But I ain't no damn Zen philosopher, but it's pretty interesting. The Chinese are onto something.
Yeah. It's almost like they've been around thousands and thousands of years. Yeah.
They know something about rice, we don't. There's billions and billions of people that love rice.
Oh.
All right, however he said it on Lost Boys, remember?
Yeah.
How could a million Chinese people be wrong, Michael? Eat the rice.
Wild rice.
Yeah. From Minnesota.
Yeah. Minnesota.
That real shit in the can.
Yeah.
You know what's cool too? I went down to White Buffalo Foods. That's the grocery store here in 48. There was actually a box and it said fry bread making kit.
Really?
Holy smokes, you don't see that everywhere, man.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think it's commercialized. But I just kind of put it on my Snapchat. And my wife makes awesome fry bread, so I didn't even attempt to pick it up because, you know, that would be like, she'd probably smack me.
Sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping on this couch next. So I just looked at it and I walked by pushing the cart. Oh man, but yeah, fry bread making kit. Only in Indian country, you know, native country. But I thought it was pretty cool. You know, somebody like youngins don't know how to make fry bread. Go ahead and buy that. You know, make some fry bread. Yeah, fry bread ain't even a native food, isn't it? Isn't it from like Mexico or something? You ever heard that?
From my understanding, someone figured out how to make it out of the government rations.
Dang.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the southern tribes, but yeah, I'm not a historian.
Yeah, I mean,
one of the southern tribes down south. I want to say like Navajos maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Because they have like that flatbread and shit. They bake in those stone huts and whatever. If you guys know, let us know. I want to know the history of fry bread and where it came from.
So
maybe that'll be our next video.
Maybe. So, would you rather buy someone a fry bread making kit, or would you rather teach them how to make fry bread?
Shit, I would teach them.
Yeah.
But they would have to buy the material.
Do you know how to make fry bread?
Oh, I know. Shit, I barely toast bread, man. I burn that too. Oh, man.
Even on that topic, who thought of toast?
Exactly. Oops.
Yeah.
You know, oh shit, it's black. Let's try it out. Throw some butter on it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's try some jelly. It's probably made by accident, I bet.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I would say, what's that old saying? Necessity is the mother of invention, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So people got bored with bread and they needed something to jazz up their breakfast.
Let's toast it.
Let's cook our bread again.
Wait, they're like, this black bread tastes like ass. Let's try not to blacken it next time. You know, put some cinnamon on it and sugar. It's probably like an old pioneer food.
Yeah. Because
I don't know if natives had bread back in the day. Did we? I don't know. Maybe you guys did.
A guyapi?
Is that how you say bread?
Yeah. A guyapi?
Yeah. Huh.
That's a good question.
I don't know. They could drop a comment down below if you're watching this, and then you know, because we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's cool too? I was heading to Bismarck that one day, and the Standing Rock Sioux tribe has a buffalo herd, right?
Right.
And as you're heading to Bismarck, and I'm cruising, and there, you know, all the brown buffalo and the little babies, and then you get towards the top right there on that side, and there was a big ass white buffalo, man. You ever see it?
No. Yeah, it's pretty new, I guess, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Just born this year.
I'm cruising like 70, and I'm cruising, and all by itself is a buffalo, and it's white. You know, it's kind of grayish. It's not pure white, but you know.
Yeah. It's not full blood.
Yeah, it's not full blood. He's got a little bit of Navajo in him or something. No. But yeah, I was like amazed to see a white buffalo. Usually you hear about them, you read about them, you see them on TV, but it's like, God dang, there's a white buffalo in that herd. So I made a joke on Facebook of like, I'm going to be the first MHA enrolled member to go pet that white buffalo. Everybody laughed at it. Yeah. And go ahead, they said.
Make it happen. That should be your next video.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jay Rizzo. I'm gonna go pet this white buffalo. Yeah. See me flying in the air with my hand drum. Oh man, that'd be crazy. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I gotta go check it out. But rarely you see them by the road, you know, those buffalo, because usually they're out in pasture. But just to see a white buffalo is pretty historic, you know, for me.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen one, not even in a zoo. Crazy.
I'm hoping that it's a sign of the times.
Yeah.
That, you know, maybe there's some real change starting to happen. You know?
There's a lot of stories that go with the white buffalo.
Definitely.
Ah, maybe that'll be our next video too. Talk about the white buffalo. But yeah, Age, I just thought I'd check in with you. You know, I know you got. I'll go drop you off where I picked you up on the way to Bismarck, and hopefully you get there. I think I got a couple dollars I could give you.
Yeah. Can I borrow your shoes?
Yeah, I'll give you my good shoes. I think I got them around here somewhere. But yeah, I just thought I'd check in with you, and it's good to see you're still doing good, brother. I'm sure the viewers out there are probably wondering about you too. So, you got any closing words for the viewers out there?
Remain teachable. Stay strong. Stay beautiful. Keep an open mind. Say your vitamins and eat your prayers.
All right, Age. Thank you, brother. Awesome. Love you, bro. All right, guys. If you've been hanging there this long, we are Alcoholics and Addicts in Recovery. My name is Jay Rizzo. This is Adrian. And if you like what you see, hit that like. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe. Love you. Bye.